Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
We are talking about Love Hotel, Season 1, Episode number 5. Guess who's back? That's a good name.
Good name.
Yeah, that's good. I got to tell you, every time we start talking about this, I just keep, for some reason, the theme from Love Boat keeps going in my head. The Love Boat. I don't know why. But it just...
I'll tell you what, that should be the next show they do.
Yeah,
because remember, Love Boat was like all guest stars of like people who were on TV at the time, network stars. Maybe they should do like a reality cruise show and just have Bravo celebrities popping up.
A Love Boat
why not?
remake.
Interacting with each other.
Love Boat remake.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I would love to be Julie. I'd love to be the cruise director.
my,
Yeah.
yes. I was always jealous of her job. I always thought to myself, oh, that's such a cool ass job.
Yes.
I know. And she was super cute.
She was cute.
Yeah.
Julie was cute.
So we start out where we left off with Shannon in the room with Earl, and she gave him the envelope. Boy, that was a twist, huh?
Took a hard left turn, that scene. Not only did Earl not see it coming, we did not see that coming.
Nope.
Well,
we thought that Earl was getting the boot. That's what we thought.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that was? That was a piece of production.
Absolutely. That was a good edit.
Sure, but it was a masterpiece of production.
Not too shabby.
So
Production doesn't fool us many times, but it fooled us this time.
I like it when it does, though.
Me too.
Yes.
So he opens up the envelope and starts crying and said that he didn't expect that, and we still don't know, but we find out that Shannon found his stepson, which I love that. I so love that.
That was very cool of Shannon.
Yes, it definitely was. And that she let everyone downstairs know, so everyone in production knew and all the other castmates knew. So that they go downstairs and they're all kind of celebrating Earl. They're all happy for him.
I teared up. I definitely teared up.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Then we see production ask Adam if he is, concerned with Earl as being competition. And Adam said, no, he's not. Shannon says that, she's unsure about Adam, but I'm sorry, Adam, but I do think that Earl is still competition.
I think he should think Earl's competition because Earl's definitely his competition.
Yes.
Well, listen, this is the bottom line. You're on a dating show. There's no time to twiddle your thumbs, hold hands.
Right.
And sing zippity doo dah while you're walking down the lane. No. Plant one on her. Make it happen.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
Right. Because everyone there is competition. Look what just happened with Ashley and Ralph. Like, nobody saw that. Like, Wale didn't see that coming either. So you should consider everybody there your competition and do not waste a moment.
Exactly.
No. You need to bust a move when it's time to bust a move.
Yes. Then we see Joel comes out and tells them that they are going to relax today and that in the evening there would be another elimination. So I don't know how much relaxing is going on when they know an elimination is around the corner.
Right.
Right? Adam goes up to Luanne and asks if she's seen Shannon. And Luanne said, I think she caught up with Earl. So, Adam, you've now been put on notice. He's like, I just think they're just friends. Lou said, darling, I think you need to be a little more aggressive, which that's what he needed to hear. And Luanne was just the person to deliver it to him, right?
For sure. For sure.
Like, this is your last shot, buddy.
He didn't seem to move on it. I mean,
No.
He had a conversation with Luanne and Giselle. So 2 people told you, and still you're twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah.
I don't know
You're
what
absolutely
doing.
right.
Then we see Ashley's at the bar with Wale and Jason, and then he steps away and says that he'll be over here. Ashley asks Wale what his timeline is for wanting his family, which I think is an important question. And his answer was a little confusing, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. He said, well, it could be 4 years, it could be a year. Like, it really depends. And I understand that. I mean, given his age and his dating situation and the fact that she has 2 children, and if she's, wants more children, then obviously the timeline would be sped up. You're not going to wait. You're not going to wait around, right? Then they start kissing.
I think the deal is with her is I think that she really doesn't want any more kids. I think that
I don't think she knows.
I think she went into the show being like truly on the fence about it. And then I think when she was presented with the idea of it, she's been thinking about it. And she's like, I don't think so. And I think that's a big part of her Wale problem is because
I think that sometimes when people have children and then their marriage doesn't work out or their relationship with the father or mother doesn't work out, it's hard for them to picture themselves having kids with someone else. Like,
yeah.
I don't think it's something that either one of them should have to decide today. Like, I get it, they're on a show and, all that stuff, but it's like she's obviously young enough to have more children. She might not be able to visualize it, but if she really finds someone and falls in love with someone, she might, change her mind or, want to expand her family. Or just think it's hard to visualize doing that with someone else when you've already done it with someone and it didn't work out. That's especially like now you're like, oh, like
Plus,
she said, like now you're like guarded.
Right. I think she's got, there's a lot of people who need therapy on this show. Her, Shannon.
Well, don't we all?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
exactly. What do you mean? It's not just on the show, it's in this
No,
world.
I know.
We
There's
all?
a whole entire world. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's just got so many daddy issues. And I think that's why she likes Ralph. And I don't know.
Well, she totally admits that. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes, she does.
and that's who she was married to, a much less handsome version, but
Yeah.
Right. Listen, I don't think she has to make the decision. I agree with you what you said. Think about it this way too. Her kids are a little bit older now. Like, do you want to start from scratch, especially with somebody who's never had children before? So now you're going to be on your third. They're going to be on their first. 3 is way more overwhelming than 2, and this is his first. He's never done it before. Like, there's so many factors in
so
this.
much.
a lot of factors.
So I get
Yeah.
it. I get why she's a little, but and then, like I said, then she just starts kissing him. So she's like, you know what? Let's just enjoy the time we have here, right? Like, let's just make the most of this. Maybe we don't have to make a decision.
More of it. I mean, I have stronger opinions about it at the end. I think more comes out at the end.
Yeah,
with these two.
Yeah. Then we see Giselle walks up to Shannon, and Shannon's talking to Jay. Yeah, that's another interesting situation, but we'll wait until we get there with Jay.
Yeah.
James brings Luanne a note and a gift of a glass heart. He stole the heart from the tree at the hotel.
I loved when they said, what do you think James's mugshot would look like? She's like, oh, like old Hollywood.
Yes.
She really thought about
and they
it.
put their mugshots side by side.
Funny.
It was so funny.
It was so funny.
I'm like, why is he bringing her one little flower on a white napkin? The fuck is this guy doing? Turns out he stole a glass heart off the tree.
That's right. Right. And she's like, I love a man who steals for me. Look what he says, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. That's a great line.
Yeah.
So what is your overall thoughts on him? Do you like him? There's something
James?
Yeah, there's something I like him. I like a kooky guy, but I don't know. I think there's just something a little off. I can't quite put
I don't
my
think
finger on
he
it.
and Luanne are riding off into the sunset together.
It
I
might
don't
be
think
ride
so
for a
either.
little bit somewhere
They
else.
are definitely riding into her bedroom this
Yes.
evening,
Yes.
later
Yeah.
on. But I don't think they're in it for the long haul. I think he's what do they say? I don't know. Good for right now, not good for, I don't know. What I'm
Not good
trying to
forever.
think. Right. Right.
Then we see Giselle's talking to Adam, giving him advice again about Shannon. And then she gives him a deadline that he's got until 10 o'clock, because I guess that's the time that they're making their decisions. I didn't realize that until then. He's not sure if he should take their advice. He feels if Shannon was really comfortable with him, then he wouldn't need her to tell him. But no, that's not how it works.
No, you're on a competition show.
Right. That's not how it works.
You have to make the move. She's not going to make the move. She's got 3 other guys making moves.
Right.
And she's not a move maker to begin with.
She's not a move maker.
No, she's
not
too
a move
nervous.
Yeah.
It's like she's too nervous.
Yeah.
Ashley admits that she really has feelings for two men. Like, she really does. And I guess the two men at this point are Wale and Ralph.
Yeah.
Shannon admits that she really likes Earl because he's easy. She doesn't have to put makeup on for him. She doesn't have to be something that she's not. Like, she's just easy. He's comfortable, which is odd because she had that big blow up over vegetables, right?
Telling you, I really think alcohol infused that.
Yeah.
Influenced that reaction of hers.
Yeah.
She just
Then
seems
she brings
to
up
be very
Adam's
dramatic. She just seems to be a drama queen.
Yeah. She does
Yeah.
bring up Adam's very well educated. I mean, he went to Oxford. So she does like an educated, sophisticated man, but I don't think she is ready to put the work in that comes with that. Because
Right.
I feel like somebody like that needs somebody more like Luanne, who
Yes.
is willing to play the part, because it's almost a part, right? Like, I don't feel like you can be yourself with somebody like that, like you can with an Earl, right?
Right. It's definitely a more relaxed vibe with Earl.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Pearl. Which, by the way, I started following him on our TikTok account.
Good. I like that. Listen, I like that he has TikTok.
He does have TikTok. Yeah.
Joel says to the man, if you have anything you'd like to say to the ladies, now is the time. And Jay steps up and says that he would like to gracefully bow out. This is the Love Hotel, not the Friendship Hotel. And I think everyone there was shocked, but I give him a lot of credit for that because, he saw what was going on. He was really only interested in Giselle, and it was obvious that it wasn't reciprocated. And like he said, he wasn't there to make friends. He was there for the Love Hotel. What are your thoughts on that?
I think he's a class act. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Me too.
I do
I think
too.
it was a smooth move, Jay.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
he's
too.
a
I do
smooth
too.
man.
Very smooth move.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think somebody else should have done that
Obviously
same.
was in it for the right reasons. Yeah, I agree with you.
What did you say, Laura?
I think somebody else should have done that smooth move also.
Who?
We'll
Who
get
do you
to
think
that.
should have done it?
We'll get to that. Keep
Okay.
going. Keep going.
All right. So then
I think I'm going to totally agree with you, and I think it's in my notes, but okay. Let's do it.
So then Shannon goes first, and she said it's very hard for her. She says to Adam, it was very good to get to know you, but I feel connected with Earl, and I don't feel like I can go forward. I need to give him my key. So Shannon gives her key to Earl. Giselle is up next, and she gives her key to Phil. Luanne is up next, and she gives her key to James. And then last but not least, we have Ashley. And before Ashley starts talking, Shannon whispers to Giselle, she has to give it to Wale. Ashley has to give it to Wale. And then she said, Ralph, you are my silver fox, and I have an attraction there. And I wasn't sure if I was going to act on it, but I decided to give my key to Ralph.
Could not fucking believe that. I was floored.
I was floored too.
Laura, were you floored?
No, because I
No?
think she's all over the place. I think that she
is all over the
she
place.
thinks with her hoo-ha. She totally admits it. She has this coochie. She's always talking about her coochie. She said, oh, my coachie's sweating. Like she was talking about her coochie.
The chotch is the decision maker.
The chotch is a decision.
I mean, how are you not sexually attracted to Wale? You're sexually attracted to Ralph? Like, I mean, okay, he's a handsome guy, but
because
I don't. I mean, if you line them up.
Yeah. I think that for her, a big part of her attraction is the security feature. And she looks at men who are older and white and with money as a security feature.
With money.
Yeah, as a security feature. And that's a turn on for her.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think Wale was a turn on for her too, but not in the same way. I think she's afraid of that kind of. I think she's afraid to date somebody her age, quite frankly, or anywhere near her age.
Right. Probably.
I think the thing with Ralph too, and Luanne says this too about him, is that he's very tall. Mm-hmm. So he's a very large man. Ashley's tiny. Mm-hmm. Michael, her ex, was not a large man. He was a smaller man. I think that, like
figuratively and physically.
Yes. I think that the strength is a physical strength, and I think it's a emotional strength, and I think it's a financial strength. I think it's a lot of things that
All those
she's
factors. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
drawn to with Ralph. That's just my guess.
Sure.
Then Joel announces that there's an additional key, but it will cost you a key in the next round. So the ladies decide they're going to discuss it. And Shannon, of course, says Wale deserves the key, and Luanne doesn't agree. And Joel also announced that there'll be another dating pool tomorrow, another men coming in. So they do decide to give the key to Wale, even though Luanne doesn't agree. But what's confusing to me is that they say it's going to cost a key tomorrow, but who gave the key? Like, was it
Right.
Shannon that lost the key?
Right. So who lost the
Right?
key? I had that same question. Like, who is it that lost the
I
key?
guess we're
Like,
going to
how
have
does that work?
Well, Shannon didn't lose the key because Shannon gave her key to the one guy for Luanne. So I think Ashley lost the key because Ashley didn't give anybody the key the next day.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that could be. So then Joel
Yeah.
announces it tomorrow. Yeah, at the next dating pool.
All right. So what were you going to say, Laura?
So I think that Wale should have been like, thanks, but no thanks. And made
Totally
and made
100% agree
and
with you.
made the,
That's in
and
my
made
notes.
the smooth exit, because your girl Ashley's a mess. She's all over the place. She don't know what she's doing.
Playing games,
Yeah, she's
which is okay because she's on a dating show, but
right. She's flitty.
I think it would have looked much cooler if Wale did what Jay did. I totally agree with you.
Oh, I agree 100%. I 100% agree, because he does walk up to her, at the bar, and, he's kind of calls her out on it. She's like, I really think I could fall in love with you. And he's like, but what about your bad behavior? You selected Ralph, and you're saying that you could fall in love with him, and you can fall in love. Like,
what are you doing?
Right.
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 And, he excuses himself and says, he's going to leave. And then Ashley invites Ralph back to her room immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, Lori. I think that he should have declined the key and moved on.
If it was me, I would have been like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yep.
You
I
know,
have my fun in Cabo.
I'm
I
a
gotta
grown
go.
ass man. I'm not playing these bullshit games. This kooky chick. No.
I bet you in hindsight, he probably would even agree with you,
Mhm.
looking
Mhm.
back on it,
Well, Ralph doesn't waste any time, tells Ashley he wants to make love to her.
Right.
And she was real quick with I just got my period today.
Right.
It takes girls a little bit to come up with that.
Does it?
I don't know. I thought
Not her.
that was super quick. But I thought that was super. I'm like, oh, damn.
No, I don't.
She does not want to hook up with him.
All I have to say is I can't take his growling. He growls.
That's what I'm saying. What are you doing, Ashley?
Growls like, no, growling.
And as soon as, like he was like kind of vibing with Giselle. And as soon as Ashley showed interest, he just cut that off with Giselle. Like, I just think that he is on a huge ego boost from this.
Definitely.
Right?
I mean, everyone liked him. All of them liked him.
Yeah, but when the young Chippy said it.
Yeah. When young Hottie was like, oh, yeah. He was like, oh, okay. He did like the 360, and everybody else was dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ashley also admitted to producers that she didn't, in fact, have her period. She lied.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Normally it's like, oh, I'm not feeling good, or, I have a headache, or, I'm just so tired. She went right in for the kill. Like, there's only one way to shut it down. She shut it down.
You shut it down. But we find out later.
There's no shot.
Right. We find out later why.
So then Shannon said she hasn't had comfort in a lot of her relationships, which I completely have seen. Like, we've seen this happen.
Yeah. We've witnessed it.
But with Earl, she can just be herself. And I do think that, her and Earl have a good camaraderie right now. I think it could be more. I mean, I don't think she should move in with him immediately. I think that she should, go slowly and see if it can work, because they are from geographically different places. And
where does he live?
Georgia, I think.
I think Georgia. Yeah.
God,
yeah, and
they're on opposite sides of the country.
Yeah. And it's not like in the city. It's like an hour away from like Atlanta or something. So it's like, it's not, it's not in the city. So I think that she should proceed with caution, because that's a big change. She's a California girl.
Yeah.
And then what happens? The next morning,
Ashley does a tell-all with Giselle.
yes, they sit down and they go over what happened in the evening. We see Luanne is working out in the gym with James. And Shannon's on the couch talking to Wale.
We're not going to talk about the
Giselle-
reptilian tongue? Not going to talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, Ashley tells Giselle that her makeout with Ralph was not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
That he had lizard kissing.
Lizard
Lizard tongue.
Nobody wants lizard tongue.
No. No.
But
Nobody wants that. You're right.
How does a grown-ass man like that, decent looking guy not know how to kiss?
If you're a good kisser, you're a good kisser. If you're a bad kisser, you're a bad kisser.
Yeah.
That's it. You're one or the other.
The weird
And
thing is,
I don't think you really ever know which category you fall into.
well, I think you know. Don't you know?
I mean, if you're a bad kisser, how do you know you're a bad kisser unless somebody tells you?
Well, hopefully somebody
Now,
will tell you.
Ralph knows he's a bad kisser.
I mean, but she kissed him prior to that. That's what I don't understand. Why did it take that kiss for her to realize it?
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't pulling the reptilian deal then on the first go around.
Maybe it wasn't, he wasn't all in yet.
Yeah.
Now he's all in and it's no bueno.
Yeah, and the reptile's coming out.
Yeah. It was
It's all
funny.
in the
Giselle's reaction. She's like, lizard, no.
No, nobody wants that. I just pictured Kelly from Atlanta. Not the lizard. She yells everything.
Let's see. The ladies come to the beach and Joel meets them on the beach in his Speedo bathing suit.
Stop it.
What was that all about?
Stop.
I still don't know. What was that all
Free
about?
advertisement. That's what that was.
For what, Speedo?
Free advertisement. No, for Joel.
What was he advertising? No. No, that was bad.
His piece deal?
That was bad.
That was bad.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? I didn't get it.
Putting it all out.
So that's when he announces there are going to be 6 new men and only 3 keys available. And there's one more thing. That there was one man that got away a little too early, so he decided to bring him back. And out comes Mark. I was so happy to see Mark. Luanne was happy to see Mark.
With his palazzo pants on.
I mean,
I'm like, is he wearing palazzo pants? What the fuck is going on right now?
With the macrame vest.
Wrap palazzo pants.
Yeah. And the macrame vest. It was too much.
He was a little Aladdin-like.
Yes.
A little Aladdin-like. A little
Very
Aladdin.
Aladdin. Very Aladdin.
Yes.
This is Mexico, Mark. Mexico.
And poor Giselle is not really feeling the new batch of men.
No. There was nobody there for her.
She didn't like the second batch of men either.
No, she did not.
I feel like
Luanne,
I don't feel like she's in it to the same degree that the other girls are.
I think she's just a hard nut to crack, man.
You
I think that's true. Yeah.
And I don't think she's
to
gonna
hang out.
And if she's interested, she's interested. If she's not interested, she's not playing. Like, she's not messing around.
She's not messing around.
Yeah.
She's not doing any Ashleyness.
Or Luanne. Or Shannon. Like, they were all kind of feeling the waters, testing the waters. But again, Luanne basically is telling Mark to kiss her, and he doesn't.
Right.
Like, what are I don't understand what these men are thinking.
Yeah.
You're going to get kicked off. Just make a move.
Right.
And especially Mark, it's his second go round. I'd be like, on her shit right away. Like, I missed out last time.
Jump on it.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Jump on it.
Yeah. And
I mean, Luanne even said, I'm half naked. Naked, and he doesn't give me a kiss.
Right.
Like, what does it take? I mean,
right.
What does it take?
No, I'll tell you what. James got a kiss that night.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, buddy.
So then Ashley's getting to know Scott. He's 38 years old. She thinks that he seems unbothered. He's one of the new guys. And also Calvin comes in and brings Ashley a drink and says that, Ashley, we got to make some s'mores. And just like that, she takes him away from Scott, which, listen, I got to give him points for that,
I do too, but that Scott guy was so funny, wasn't he? When he was like, I just had somebody set this up for us real quick. When they walked over to that area, I thought he was very funny. Like, I'm a sucker for a funny guy.
Most definitely. If you can't kiss and you can't make me laugh, you're done.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. So Shannon says she's going to stick with Earl. So Luanne gives a key to Mitch. Giselle gives a key to Jay, and Shannon gives a key to Mark
For Luanne. So Ashley did not give a key out.
No, you're right.
Right. And there was only 3 keys this time, not 4, which is
Right,
why
'cause
right.
Yeah. Because they saved Wale the night before.
Right. So the ladies are having a powwow, and we find out that Mitch is in his 60s and he wants to travel all over. Luann likes that. Ashley now has Scott and Calvin, and they're trying to tell Ashley she's not going to pick Calvin over Wale or Ralph. So they're trying to figure out, like, what is going on. The guys are so surprised to see that Mark is back, but they welcomed him. Like, they were like,
Yeah. Wale seemed super happy to see him.
He did. He really did.
He's like, my man.
And it does seem like they're nice and friendly with each other, which is nice.
No, they do. They do.
And
They
there's
do.
even, they even post pictures online of all themselves together. Like, it seems like
Oh, I
some
didn't
of
know
them.
that.
Yeah, that some of them, I think that they're going to be friends, which is really cute.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Because guys, especially guys of a certain age, really usually don't make a lot of friends. So it's nice to see that.
So then we see James is claiming Luanne, saying that she's his girlfriend, and Luanne says, "No, you're not." But then they go back to her room. But they go back to her room, and James says that I don't want them to catch me with my pants down, and Luanne puts the towel over the camera. And I mean, she may not be his girlfriend, but he's definitely getting what he wants, right?
I think they're making moves this night.
Yeah.
I think what it is Luanne is getting what she wants.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Definitely.
That's what it is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think what James wants is out of the equation.
Right.
Then I have Wale and Ashley are trying to have a serious conversation, and Wale feels like she's like a game controller. She likes, and I agree with them. She likes to play games.
Totally agree with them.
Yeah, I do. And this whole conversation does not go well. Like, she's not understanding what it is he's saying.
Nope.
And she says it could potentially be a problem, like the kid thing. But then she gets mad at him for insinuating that it could potentially be a problem.
Right.
Did you catch that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And she was getting like all jacked up. Like, I agree with you. He should have left when they first gave him the key. If I were him here, I would have been like, listen, I don't know what any of this is.
Right.
I'm going.
Right.
Like,
I'm not interested in finding out anymore.
I want off the roller coaster.
Yes.
Get me off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she really wouldn't even let him talk. She was just saying what she had to say and not listening to what he was saying. She was just busy saying what she was saying, but was in no way listening to anything that he had to say. It wasn't a conversation. It was a one-way conversation.
Yeah, it was.
I think that a lot of these reality TV stars get themselves in such a tizzy sometimes, and they think they're making good TV or whatever the hell they think they're doing, that they soon realize that they sound like a jackass and they can't get themselves out of it, so they just talk over the other person.
I don't know.
It could
You
be.
know?
Yeah, I mean, that whole conversation did not go well. I agree with you. Wale should just back out at this point because Ashley is not a good fit for him.
No. Right.
He
You
doesn't
make the decision. You bow out.
Right. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next episode, right? Because I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else after that? No.
That was my last note.
Yeah, online I came across a younger girl. It was really cute. And she did a post and she was saying how she felt like it was really refreshing and educational in some ways to see
Educational.
Yeah, to see like an older group of women dating. She said, I find it much more enjoyable than like a bunch of 20-somethings just, drinking.
Like Love Island.
Yeah, like Love Island.
That's
She's
hard to
like,
watch, Love Island.
yeah, but it was just an interesting take from someone younger about watching women who are older dating. And I saw another post with Giselle, and they were asking her about some red flags that she saw. She saw, she said several of the gentlemen were too much of drinkers, like morning, afternoon, night, like an all day ripping it up.
And she's not a drinker, Giselle.
No, she said,
I don't think she's a drinker.
She said, I'll have a cocktail in the evening. That's fine. But she wasn't having that. And she said,
I don't think we've ever seen Giselle intoxicated.
No.
No, I don't think we ever have in all the years. And that's saying a lot.
It sure is.
And then
I don't think we've ever seen Ashley like you see Ashley drink. You see Ashley take a sip of a drink. I don't,
Yeah, I've never seen Ashley really intoxicated either. No, you're right.
No.
I have not.
And then she said this in a way that sounded plural, that there were some men there that who were just a little too quickly possessive. So at first I was, thinking, oh, well, maybe she's just referring to like what just went on with James. But I think that there was probably more than one because she made it sound a little plural. So that was interesting. So
I just like how they kind of look out for each other. Like Shannon was like, well, I'm going to pick, Mark for Luanne because I think he might be a good pick for her.
Right.
Nice to see that instead of all the bickering.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And they tried to give the men advice, too, to help them.
Right.
I like
to
that,
help
too.
their friends. It's only going to help their friends if they can get through to the guys.
Right.
So we'll see.
Man, Jay, that was a classy move, Jay.
Very classy.
I hope they have a Love Hotel reunion.
That would be a nice
too.
idea.
But I don't know. Can they with Joel?
No.
So weird.
They have to have somebody else host it.
Well, Andy can host it.
Luanne
can host it.
Well,
she's got to
Luanne
be there. She can host the next one.
Yeah, she can host the next one. I think Andy should host this one, and then Luanne can be the next host, and Luanne can host the next one. All right, Bravo, listen to us. We would like a Love Hotel reunion.
Yeah. In all honesty, Bravo, we gave you a lot of good ideas tonight.
I know.
The boat thing.
Yes.
The love boat thing.
We've given several.
Yes.
Not just tonight.
Like hit us up.
Over the long haul.
For real.
They just need to call us up and we'll tell them how to fix all their fucked upness.
That's right.
Yeah. There you go. And if Andy would like us to come and be the bartender and watch what happens live, we're available. We're just a train right away.
That's
just
right.
a train right away.
We really are just a train right
we'll
away.
Come fix the whole shenanigans. We'll fix it all.
Yeah.
Or we'll pour drinks, whatever's needed. Listen.
Yeah.
Whatever you need us to do, we'll do it.
There you go.
Yeah. We're jack of all trades, master of none.
That's it. Okay, well, until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please give us 5-star reviews and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.